If you would like to get this month's crystal reading for your sign for download and purchase, please click on the Vimeo link below this video in the Show More section, or visit my website, theluckymermaid.com, and the links for these videos are posted on the most recent video page. Please be sure to check out my other psychic readings for each zodiac sign I have available there as well. Thank you so much. Wish you many blessings and peace.
Hi Aries, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for July 2017. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Aries Sun, Aries Ascendant, and Aries Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Aries, now into your reading for July 2017. And the first card you have in your reading today is the King of Swords. And this could be an air sign male. This could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. It could also be a female, even though it's showing up as a king. I feel like you're worrying about this King of Swords too much, or worrying about them or doing too much for them, or both. I also feel this King of Swords has the feeling of like they need to give you all the information or messages that they can in July. Like it seems important, like they got to give you all the insight, all the messages, and all they can in July. Now, you could be asking them to take a step down and have a different role in your life, or take a step down and take a different position. Or they could be asking you that, because I get it could go either way here with you and this King of Swords. So this could be a boss to you that's asking you to step down and take a different position. Or it could be you could be their boss and you could be asking them to step down and take a different position. There's going to be things that are going to bubble up and come to the surface with this King of Swords. That's going to come out of their mouth, of things that they either want to say or feel like they have to say, but things bubbling up and coming to the surface and coming out of their mouth. But I feel they mean words, but it could be something else. If they're not well, it could be anything, really. But it does come up like that. I feel like I get the words due diligence, like they must press forward. They must press forward here. You know, this could also be if you have a rising sign or moon sign that's air. This could also be talking about you, Aries. This could be part of you if it's not someone else. This Aries could be asking you to do, this air sign could be asking you to do something with them, or do something for them, also comes up. I hear there's a lot of anger here, where things need to be rewritten or things need to be reset. So this could be like somebody's will or a contract or some kind of negotiations, and you could be having anger with them, or they could be having the anger with you. See, it's very odd for this, I gotta say, for this month of July. Some months I pull these 5 cards and barely any people cards show up. You have people cards here. Other signs seem to be getting a lot of people cards this month, court cards. So, I feel like there's a lot going on with this King of Swords, and that there's a lot of mixed up emotions and mixed up energy also going on with them in July. Like, I feel like you want that to stop. Like, whatever mixed up energy is going on with this King of Swords, you want it to stop and you want there to be peace. So the next card you have is 3 of Cups. This could be parties, gatherings, or celebrations. It could be 3 sisters, 3 friends, 3 females. It could also be a celebratory conclusion to something that's been going on in your life. You got the nuances of change going on in July. People coming and going in your life. A lot of coming and going and nuances of change. I feel like something grand is going to happen, like a grand event, a grand occurrence in July for many of you Aries. If you have any contracts or negotiations that are going on, I get you working on them and spelling things out in detail for some of you Aries. Things that were kept hidden come to light. There's some kind of joyous occasion or joyous event, or you're going to just be feeling joyous because things that were hidden and were below the surface that you may have been wondering about, could even be your stuff. But I feel like there's joy about it, because I get it coming to the surface and coming to light and joyousness about it. So maybe something you've been wondering about or information you were seeking or needed to find or had question about comes to light in the month of July. And I really feel this is more towards like after the 16th, because I see the number 16 and I feel after. I don't feel it's in early July. Also, there's going to be some polarities where people that have differences with each other is going to be being expressed or coming out or coming to the surface. So people that have had polarities in their life, you're either you with somebody else or other people, or you're witnessing it. But I feel that's some of the things that are going to get aired out in the air and come to light in July. I know that's a weird message, but when you look at this, when you go back, if you look at it in August, you're going to go, I know exactly what that is. You may not know what this is yet, because remember, these predictions are, sometimes they're happening a couple months away. Even though it's coming up in July, don't be surprised if this happens in August or September. So you really can't evaluate it clearly until after July and you're well into August, or at the end of August has passed, to come back and see, was that right? Because I do see it being like anything tenuous or contentious where people are polarized against each other, it's going to come out. It's going to be discussed or talked about, maybe resolved, but it's at least going to come to the surface, and you're going to be either part of it or witnessing it. So it would be with people close to you or close around you, or it could be you as part of it. You may put yourself in some kind of training program also in July that comes up around it. You've got the Knight of Rods. This very well could be you, Aries, because this is a fire sign person. This is either an Aries, Leo, or Sag, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Crowning your reading here of the 5 cards for July. I see many of you Aries going, oh my gosh, I'm seeing things in a new light, and I'm out with the old and in with the new. Like, I get that energy around you. I see you focusing and thinking, I want to be giving my time and energy over to something or someone important in July. So if this could be a new job, a new business, or a task, it could be a home project, renovations, redoing your kitchen, building a shed, getting a new roof, redecorating your house. But it could also be a new business endeavor, a new project, and it could be new love, if a new love romance comes in. But I see you thinking, this, whatever this is, has a lot of importance for me, and I'm devoting my time and attention to it. That's coming up here on top of you in July. Single-handedly, you reverse things in your favor. If anybody was casting aspersions or doubts about you or anything you were doing or working on, you single-handedly sweep it away and change their opinions and turn things in your favor. That also comes up here with the Knight of Rods for you, Aries. Some of you Aries are going to be getting involved in a romantic type of relationship with somebody that's going to become very important and significant to you. So I'm not feeling like it's a booty call. This is something that goes beyond that. This is something that could evolve into a long-term love relationship for many of you. I see you going east gate, west gate. I've got to turn in a different direction here. So some of you, for some reason, you're changing your direction. I feel you are going to be very cognizant of your maneuvers in July. Like which way you're going, what obstacles and things you have to weave through and wind through. You're going to be really conscious of the moves you're making, what you're doing, whether you're thinking of selling a house or buying a house or getting out of the apartment or condo or townhome that you're in and maybe going to buy a place or lease another place. Like any maneuvers, you're going to be really... So in other words, I got to say, I don't feel for July that, for Aries, that it's just like moving along, ho-hum. I'm not really feeling like that. I don't feel that Aries are experiencing a ho-hum July. I don't. You got a lot of interwoven things coming to light, maneuvers happening, possibly love. You got a lot of activity here in this month. Next card you have here is the Death card, and this is transformation, something ending so something new can begin. Now, sometimes this does come up with somebody like maybe somebody you care about or love has passed away recently. Could have been last month, could have been in May or June, could even be happening this month. But it could also be transformation of you, or a situation where something like a job or something, an old belief or thought that you've had is now transforming, and so something new can begin. Could even be a relationship transformation as well. I feel many of you Aries are going to have this fear of being overcome by fear of what if this doesn't work out, whether it's a job or whether it's love. I get this fear come up like, what do I do if this doesn't work out? I hear that thought. It's like your thought or your feeling. I see some of you going, I must change everything. I must do things differently. Maybe you've witnessed somebody your age passing away unexpectedly and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to stop eating so much sugar and carbs or junk food, or maybe I'm drinking too much, or I'm taking drugs, or I'm in, whatever. It's not healthy, or smoking cigarettes, or some unhealthy lifestyle that you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't want to end up like this person. Now I have to change what I'm doing. I don't know. That's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, I feel you taking a serious look at any habits you have or of how you eat, and thinking like, I need to change what I'm doing. It could even be a job. Maybe you feel like, you know what, life's too short. This job sucks. I'm not happy in it. So I want to transform my life, and now I want to get a new job or start doing something different. But looking for transformation, some of you are looking to transform your life, and you will start doing so in July. But I feel like fear, and I don't want to put power on fear, but I feel like for some of you, fear is the impetus of this transformation and change that you're going to start implementing in your own life. You're going to be surrounded by a lot of people in July that are having a lot of emotional responses to stimuli or some things that are going on in life. So not only do I feel you having it, because I feel some of you are having it, an emotional response to some things that are going on, I feel like you're also surrounded by people that are having a big emotional response to things going on. And as I said, some of you may have a relative that's been sick, not well for a while. They may pass away in July, or maybe they passed away in June, and you are all experiencing this sadness, or getting over it, or talking about it, or thinking through it. As a matter of fact, an Aries friend of mine just came to mind right as I said that, because I do know an Aries friend that a very good, I don't know if they were technically their niece or not, or were like a niece to them, did pass away in June, and I know they are still having a hardship about it. So in some regards, this is applying to that, but this is a general reading, and it's not a private reading to her, but she did just come up in my head right there as I was saying that. So you could be doing some grieving and getting over some fallout in July, and other people around you as well. It's possible, but it's a general reading, so you have to see how it plays out. Here you have Eight of Cups as your final card for July, which is turning away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking, and starting out on a new journey with the stick of power and control in your hand. Even though the journey may be unknown, you have more control as you're moving forward. I see you doing some revisiting some emotions and things of the past that have hurt you. It's like you're doing I don't know if I want to say a life review or an emotional life review, but I see you looking back at things that may have caused you upset or hurt you. You're doing that in the month of July. Some of you, I hear you saying, I can't work with this anymore. I have to get out of here. So some of you may be in a living situation that you don't like, and you're like, I can't work in this with living here anymore, and you're going to move or think about making plans to leave. Maybe you don't like your landlord. Maybe you don't like a roommate or people you live with, or a love relationship, and you're like, I can't deal with this anymore. I got to move on. It could also be in a work situation. Maybe you're like, I can't stand these coworkers. They're always carping and backbiting and backstabbing and pissing and moaning about not liking this and that and the other, and I can't work in this environment. I have to get out of here. Whatever it is, you are feeling like you cannot work or deal with it anymore, and like you have to get out of the situation. That comes up very strongly here. You know, some of you may be like, I can't work in this environment. There's something new I want to start or create, or a new love life, because I do get some of you pulled towards somebody new also. So that's a little tricky. So some of you, it's like you're in a love relationship, or it could be dating, could be a marriage, could be, I don't know. It could, but some of you, it could be love, and you're like, you know what? I can't deal with this anymore. But then if that's you, there's somebody else right there, because I see you pulled right towards somebody else. So think on that, Aries. If you want to break up with somebody and you're like the kind of person that doesn't really want to spend a lot of time alone or be single, you don't need to worry, because if you break up or end this relationship or living situation or job, even if it's a job, I still feel there's another one right there, because there's something pulling you right to something else. You're not going to be like you're not going to be floundering or feeling like, oh, what's up? What do I do now? I don't see you feeling like that. You must create your own future, and the divine presence is very strong around you right now. I get that message. So listen to what I say there, because I feel like you are being talked to or pushed or urged or nudged by your guides and any angelic presence that's around you to get on with something, move forward with something or someone, and then you have all this divine presence or angelic or spiritual, or if you like the words better, universal, positive support around you to do this. So you've got some blessings getting ready to rain down on you, Aries. It's not going to elude you. So if you feel like July is a tenuous month, or a month of where your emotions are seesawing, or if you feel like you've got some uncertainties or confusions, or if you're grieving, if that has come up for you this month, just know that I feel like even before you get out of this month of July, or once you get into August, you're going to have all these little blessings coming down, where things start, positive changes and positive things start happening for you. So I hope this reading was of help to you, Aries. I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I always appreciate that. And please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I post any of my readings here to YouTube. And also, if you are interested in getting, it's kind of like a continuation, but very new messages could come up for you, Aries, from the crystal. If you're interested in getting your psychic crystal reading for July of 2018, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for July 2017 psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. It's a drop-down menu. Go to the videos tab on my menu. It drops down. Go to page 10 or 11. I'm not sure which page they're going to be on, but it will be the newest page, whether it's 10 or 11. Click on that page. Go to the heading Psychic Crystal Readings for July 2017, wow, 2017 for each sign of the zodiac, and click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Also, if you want to get the mid-year update for the remainder of the year from June through the end of December of 2017, 5-card psychic tarot reading, that's also available on my website. You can go to that heading, click on your sign, and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo. I wish you an absolutely joyous July, Aries, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.